family and friends. Today we are going to be looking at some creeping jennies and doing several different things, tucking in some plants here and there, putting geraniums around the fire pit, and check out these elephant ear. Got them. They are getting thicker, sturdier, and the lines are a little more detailed between the veins. Get that. And they've gotten a little bigger. See how my hands spread my hand out? You can see that they're a little bigger and more leaves have opened up. Got this leaf here still about to open. Yeah, they come out curled like that and then they just flap open. So the elephant ears are making progress. They're about knee high right now, which I would say is like 2.5. No, not knee high. I would say like 2.5, 3 feet tall. And these are the Thailand giants. A quick update on that, and they are really making progress. So that was a quick look at the elephant ears. We're gonna have some updates on different a window box we did, um, and putting creeping jennies in a lot of different places, and a few other updates. Hope you enjoy. We're gonna start off with these creeping jennies. Look at these, absolutely beautiful. They are a ground cover and can also be used as a trailing plant. We always use them as trailers because they are nice and I really like to use them. Very elegant, and they stay in their lane. They trail straight down, and the potato vines get out of control. Check out these calibrachoas. They are being planted in this concrete pot, and she's leaving room around the top so that we could flood them out, so they can stay nice and hydrated in that hot concrete during the summer. Now these will continue to bloom all the way until we get a heavy frost, and they're going to be trailing over both sides of this concrete pot and looking beautiful. We're going to be doing plenty of updates on these so you can see the progress. And she's got them spaced out and plucking off some burnt leaves. And shoot, after that, you really don't have to do much maintenance with these. It's just keeping them watered and fertilized. I've always used calibrachoas in pots, but if you put them in the ground, make sure you have drainable soil because that's very important. Now look at these creeping jenny trailing down this pot. They look really nice trailing on these corners with the round leaves, and they come in the colors that I know about are green and gold. The window boxes we did a couple weeks ago are doing really good, and it's just a brief update. Really like what I'm seeing. These window boxes are really full and they're fluffy without blocking the windows, so they can still see out into their backyard and enjoy the flowers at the same time. Look at that. We have some creeping jenny on these window boxes also, hanging down. We didn't want to put them directly on the ends of these window boxes. I think splitting the window boxes into thirds with the creeping jenny does more of an impact, and it also doesn't take away from the flowers and lets them show off. Now, another group of flowers that we have are the double impatiens. Now, these are kind of leggy, and they were stretching out for the sun in these small pots. And you can see that there's a lot of buds with plenty of blooms to open up. But once we get them in the ground, they'll be nice and fluffy and fluff on out. Another group of pink flowers are these vincas, and they are really showing off in this bed. They are drought tolerant and they can handle the heat, and the glossy leaves are really, really special. We have our creeping Jenny hanging over the pot on this planter, the pink geraniums back here, Dusty Miller on the side of the pot, a mint plant, and the Diplodenia with the yellow center. And as we go on around, down here we have the geraniums about to open. Look at that. Dianthus up against the pot. And as we go around, looking at the vincas, we come around to the ice plant. As you can see, the buds are closed, and well, the flowers are closed because it's the evening time, and this is what they look like when they open. After the sun has been on them for a while, they open right on up to welcome the day. The ice plants are an excellent ground cover. You get the ground cover, and you also get color too. We have this open space up under the flag. We expect them to just spread right on across and fill this bed right on out. Got the dianthus back here, and this is another look at them when they're closed. As you can see that the blooms are tightly closed, and some of them are not as tight. But once the sun is on them for a little while, they just open right on up. This is one of our favorite plants. It's a succulent and an excellent ground cover. And we'll be keeping an eye on this all summer long to show you how much it will, how much the blooms will just completely cover this ground cover and just be all over the plant. You're going to have blooms all over the place. Next, we'll go on over to the fire pit. And Janice has gone all out with pink this year. We have the big red coleus and some beautiful pink geraniums that we're going to be putting around this fire pit. And we had a lot of weeds to get rid of, and we got rid of those and cultivated the soil, broke it up so that the roots would flow freely. And under each plant, we put some good soil. We're going to be taking these and spacing them out. And we have some nice sturdy geraniums. And they're going to do good. I can already tell because they're short and full of blooms. These are nice sturdy geraniums. And this coleus here, so that we get a nice full plant, we're going to put two of these together. And it will get big, and it'll be a lot fuller with the two plants together. And we have that nice soil up under them. And we're going to backfill, making sure that when we put the soil around them, it's not over top the root ball up against the stem. And now we're going to go with the mulch. Put a nice 2-inch layer to not only look good, but it will keep the weeds under control, and also you don't have to water as much. So we're going to be spreading this mulch around the fire pit so that we have something nice to look at when we're out here. We have an overhead sprinkler that we use to water everything over here, but we like to water them individually also. Usually when I mulch, when I plant and mulch, I like to water before I mulch, and then we water again after we mulch. But this time we'll just be watering afterwards to just get it done. And look at that. We have them spaced out so that if we decide to put anything else in there, there'll be room. But we might just run with this for now, keeping it simple, and it just breaks the monotony of just having a plain fire pit. And like I said earlier, something nice to look at while we're relaxing. She went all out with the pink this year, and I'm liking it. We have some rocks on the corner here of the fire pit, kind of like a sculpture, little art sculpture there, with our dipladenias in the blue pots. Got a few weeds to get rid of on the fire pit, but that's all part of gardening. There's going to be some weeds, and we'll be taking care of those. And the dipladenias. Now, a lot of people confuse mandivilles with dipladenias. Dipladenias are bushy, and if you see a trellis, 9 times out of 10, it's a mandeville. Look at these pink geraniums, nice and full, and the rock sculpture. And we're just going to go around and make sure that we have a nice layer of mulch. And we'll be touching up the thin spots, which I doubt we have any, and cleaning up as we go. Some people don't like red mulch, but we love it. I think it really brings out the colors, and it brightens up the bed. Look at these begonias. See how that stem separates right there? There is a cluster of flowers up here, and these look fantastic. It's the first time I've used this year, and they do good in part shade, part sun, and also in filtered sunlight. We also have some impatiens, salmon color impatiens, along with these begonias, and more calibrachoas and white impatiens. Now these calibrachoas will be going into some different places, and they're going to be fantastic. Look at these flowers. These begonias are beautiful, and I can't wait to use them. And as we step back and look at the fire pit, there's another bed to the right with mulch on standby, and we're ready to get it done. Out here at the other big pot in another location, we have some small creeping jennies that we want to trade out with these bigger ones. They'll get just as big, but we want that instant um, impact to go ahead and show off immediately so that our friends will be surprised when they get back. So we'll be popping these out, and we'll just put them back in the tray, and we're going to fertilize them so that they can be as pretty as the ones that we're putting in now. See the difference? See how much longer these are and how they trail? They look really good up against that black pot. We also have some white calibrachoas in here with the yellow center. And look at those creeping Jenny. I like the way they trail down the pot and they stay in their lane. The potato vines are all over the place, and you constantly have to cut them. But the creeping jennies, they just trail straight down and easier to keep under control. Now the potato vines, we use those in the bigger pots, the really, really large pots. But this size pot is ideal. The creeping jenny is ideal for this size pot. Now, as we look over in the yard, around this tree, we have some geraniums, the dark red geraniums. And up on the porch, we have the red geraniums and white petunias. And around the tree, it was red geraniums and white vincas. Now, these flowers will show off until we get a frost, and all we have to do is keep them watered. Mosquitoes hate geraniums, so they're the ideal plant to have around your entrances. The creeping jenny is trailing down the side of these pots and looking good as always. Just pulled out these electric orange pansies. And we have a whole bunch of other colors too. We have the lilac, we have purple, got some yellow in here. And they still look good. But their season is over. And we're going to go with a more formal look for the summer with these sun patients with the white petals. And look at that. Wow. Sometimes it's hard to pull these things out, but when you know the season is over, it's over. Out with the old and in with the new. Got those beautiful sun patients in there, and they thrive in 6 or more hours of sunlight with the beautiful coleus. Look at those different shades of green, that plum color, white down the center with the splashes of pink. Beautiful. And you can tell these are sun patients because we have this serrated leaf. See these little points up here? It looks like it will stick you, but these little points are soft. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe because you'll get all of our videos. And hit the notification bell so that you know when they're being posted. Thanks for watching. And check out some of our other videos. You may see some other plants and flowers that you like. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.